Hi, third graders. This is Mrs. Delota. Today, our learning goal is to understand that a nonfiction author can organize events that always happen in the same order. Let's think about the book we just read, A Seed is Sleepy, and let's think about what happened to the seed throughout the story. At first, the author told us a seed is sleepy. It lies there tucked inside its flower or on its cone or beneath the soil, snug and still. What happened next? The author told us a seed is adventurous. It has to strike out on its own to find a less crowded place to put down its roots. After this, the author told us that a seed is inventive. It has to find a spot to grow, so it might leap from its pod, get stuck on a child's shoestring, or even tumble through a bear's belly. I think that might be one of my favorite parts of the book. Next, the author talks about how a seed is generous. It gives a baby plant or embryo a seed coat to keep it warm. After this, the author talks about how a seed is both thirsty and hungry. It sheds its coat, drinks in the rain, the dew, or yesterday's icicles, and it also feasts on minerals in the soil until a seed is awake and becomes a plant. So as you can see, the author organized or put these events in order because this is how it happens in nature. Sometimes you might hear the word sequence or sequencing. This is also a word that we can use to talk about how things happen in order. Let's look at another way that an author can put events in order when they talk about an animal's life cycle. Let's start off with an egg. This is a butterfly egg. Before it can become a butterfly, it has to go through several different stages. First, it becomes a caterpillar, then a chrysalis. Next, an adult emerges, and finally, it becomes an adult butterfly. The egg cannot skip any of these stages in the life cycle, and these events always happen in the same order. Another way that an author might show how events happen in order is when they talk about the seasons. No matter where an author starts, the seasons always go in the same order. Let's say an author starts with winter, then spring, summer, and fall. The seasons always happen in the same order. So our learning goal today was to understand that a nonfiction author can organize events that always happen in the same order. We went through a few of these ways. Sequencing events that happen in nature, like a seed growing, is one of the ways that we looked at. We also used a life cycle to show the different events in an animal's life. Then, we looked at putting events in order, such as seasons of the year. But can you think of any more? How about times of the day? An author might use times of the day in their story. They might start with morning, then late morning, early afternoon, afternoon, late afternoon, and then again, early morning again. An author might also use days of the week. No matter where they start, there's a sequence or order that the days must go in. Another way that an author might put things in order is by months of the year. No matter where they start, they have to go in order with the months. Have you read any books like the ones we've described, where the author has put events in order? Why don't you turn and talk to a partner and tell them about the book? Remember to look at your partner, listen to your partner, speak when it's your turn, use accountable talk. That means making sure that you talk about the topic. Okay, and then when you're finished, you can't turn and face the front, but your teacher will let you know what to do when you're finished. Finally, share the books that you talked about with your partners. Happy reading, third graders.